Hello, and welcome to the 6th Artfight stream. I am hoping I'm keeping count correctly. As you can see, I am joined by one of my OCs. Hey Damon, and hello Hunter. If you prefer me calling you something else, just let me know. As you can tell, again, I'm joined by one of my OCs. I recently made him in PNG Tuber Plus because I plan on doing VGen commissions of PNG tubers, and I thought that I would use this specific character to have an example of if I made one in PNG Tuber Plus. Well, I already have my plain PNG tuber, the one that I'm using right now in the right corner. I am going to also make a GIF one, which is a little different. It's kind of like in the middle, I guess. So anyway, he's going to be there just to show off because I am very, very proud of how he came out. Other than that, here we have the character that I will be doing today. His name is Pepper Oncio, and I did. Oh, okay, good to know. But yeah, I'm deciding to fixate on more masculine characters for a moment since I've been doing a lot of feminine ones. And I already drew the pose out, so I don't spend an hour on stream trying to figure out a pose like last time. So I will get started from here by turning on my stream friendly music. And as I was talking, I gotta hydrate or die straight. Don't need to be doing that. I have to reach down to grab it. I'm actually need more water. Forgot to fill this thing up. Big swig. Alright. Yeah, because at some point in the last stream, Bulka, I saw, like, your username change. Or, like, it took me a second to connect that. That's what happened. So, good to know that was confirmed. Hello, Wolfus Taro. How you doing? And you know what? How are you guys doing? Actually, tell me about what's going on. Good, and y'all. That's good. In your Twitter, I saw AO Russian. Do you know any words? For example, Volka means bun. I need to relearn like a few things. I know Niet, Da, Spasiba. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Like, I can still read the Slavic, but I do need to, yeah, get started on that again. I am trying to have a steady routine as I introduce stuff into it, and I guess continuing. Excuse me, my Russian will be a part of that. Near native language, so unusual. Aha, your Russian sounds great. Oh, thank you. Actually, the symbol on my Sona shirt, the I know it's I think the reason why I chose like that to put on my Sona's chest was because that was the letter that stuck to me the most. Yeah, yeah, that one pronounced like ja, ja. I had a hard time pronouncing that one at first, which I thought I saw somewhere. It's not very easy for English speakers to learn it because like it's something we don't really say that often. That's so cool. Russian is hard to learn. Yeah. I think once you get the alphabet down, it's kind of easy from there. Like from what I'm getting at. Trying to remember everything. But like having to relearn some of the letters in the alphabet because some of them look like traditional Latin. Like that was tricky. And then learning to pronounce them correctly without any correction. Hi, Inky. Hi, and hi, Soul. Good to see y'all. Isn't that Volka, isn't that the symbol for like like it doesn't have a sound, it's just it tells you to pronounce something in a certain way, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, hard. I remember I tried learning Russian once, and it was the most difficult yet fun experience. It is. I've been trying to pick up a language because I like learning things, and I think that the challenge of Russian intrigued me in a way. I only know 3 tongues, including my real tongue. That is actually very impressive. I had a manager that was the same way. Like, one of the people that worked in his department was Chinese, and on multiple occasions I would see him like having full conversations with her in fluent Chinese, and it like blew my mind because he knew like probably like more than 7 languages. Close, but this is really hard word. Like someone punch you in the stomach. Aha. Yeah, like because I watched videos on how to pronounce that, and a lot of the things was imagine you're getting like punched in the gut. It was kind of hard to like be able to like teach myself without somebody like saying that I was doing it correctly. My parents speak Haitian, Sorol, French, Spanish, and English. So I have a basic understanding of all those languages. From where I left off on learning my Russian, I think I was learning about like food and like nouns, like the feminine nouns, masculine nouns, and neuter nouns, which are neutral. And a lot like Spanish, since I learned a little bit of that, and Italian is similar in that sense, and I I pick up and put down languages a lot, but like a lot, I like those languages, what they end with specifies the gender of the noun. Like there's a phrase that I still stick with me. It's like, because I have cats, I can say eto kosha, like this is a cat. And both of my cats are females. So I use the feminine cat. I only learned Portuguese out of fun and only know how to read. I speak Spanish because it's my native tongue, and of course English, big thanks to YouTube. That is so cool, actually. My partner is part Russian and Ukrainian, so I learned how to make pelmeni from scratch for him. Or for him, yeah. I love like what learning a language can do, like because again, I like to learn about stuff. I like learning things. So by learning the language, I also learn parts of the culture. God, I'm trying to remember what they're called, but I still need to try and make them. But they're like Russian rolls that are like stuffed with, like they can be stuffed with like vegetables, meat, or like fruit. And me and my boyfriend found a recipe that had one for like an apple and a recipe for meat. Knowing languages offers so many advantages. Yeah, and I think a thought that crossed my mind that kind of left, that is returned to me, was that it unifies people, like in the best way possible. And I think anybody can benefit from learning a language, because I'm kind of aware that as other countries have to learn English, America isn't really like required to do so, or like Spanish at the very least. I had because the options that I had in my high school for language learning besides English was French and Spanish, but also there was a new course of American Sign Language. And I took American Sign Language because it would be very beneficial to be able to communicate those who cannot hear. And my teacher took ASL classes and taught them as well, and was involved in the deaf community for a bit. A little fun fact is deaf people assign people like others like signs as like names, so they don't have to spell it out every time. And my teacher gave us names for only the class, so on days where we only signed, she could address us. mine was headphones, and because I wore headphones around my neck a lot. Because I liked to listen to my music when I was able to, and mute out loud noises. Sign language also varies by language and countries. Yeah, I know about that too. I used to watch like these YouTube videos, and I forgot what they were about, but one of them had to do, or had British deaf people, and they spoke in BSL, which, like, because at the time I knew only American Sign Language. They have a whole different thing, like any other language. They had a different method of communicating with each other. What else? And in that class as well, my teacher had a unit where she talks about the culture, like, and how the community functions. And that there is a whole thing of cochlear implants, like, while, like, us who are able to hear see them as a benefit, they actually see it as a disadvantage. Because the sound that comes out of a cochlear implant is, like, nasty. Like, it was very overstimulating to listen to, and it wasn't really clear at all. Like, while some, like, I don't remember the motives of why some get them, but it's more so a personal choice. And some who did get cochlear implants, like, end up regretting it. Because according to her, people who are deaf have, like, a deep sense of identity when it comes to it. So them getting an implant feels like they are, like, ashamed or rejecting themselves. I mean, I may be wrong about it, but that's like what I remember about it. And it was deeply fascinating. I just wish I remembered most of it, because the reason why I forget is because I don't, like, I never was able to find a time to consistently retain my fluency, I guess. Like, when I worked my customer service job, because I worked in a bakery, we would give out sample cookies to, like, kids, and whenever, like, they were, like, shy or something, I would show them how to say thank you. Because children who are, like, either, like, mute or are just, like, extremely shy, and even babies, you can teach them sign language. Like, hungry, tired, like, but, like, they, like, and I don't remember what age it is, but, like, I guess you can get the idea that this is happening at an age where they can make those connections and understand that this means that. And it actually benefits the parent, and it also benefits the child, since they are able to communicate with each other easier. Like, yes, if the child does it with someone else and not knowing what it means, it's built a confidence in them, a sense of confidence. it's so interesting, like a different mindset and connecting with that. I find that a lot when I learn about like different communities and all that. Like, I'm not necessarily a part of it, but me like getting to know them, like learning or understanding that there's that kind of like connection there that I don't know how to really explain, but it is nice. And I guess my teacher taught us about the culture among deaf people so we could be polite. Mentality? Yeah, I guess so. And again, I think she had a whole unit on that. It was not only to educate us, but also that we're able to be respectful in a way. Drawing teeth is very fun. Sorry if I ever... I know that I know this is my stream, but I still feel the need to apologize if I go quiet because I'm kind of concentrating, trying to double task. Which I want to. I want to do that. It's a... Thank you. Posture check. Yep, I'm kind of shrimping a little bit. Thank you for the reminder. This is turning out better than I thought it would be. Let me make the skull bigger, actually. Put those back. Redraw that. Actually, erase it. What was nice with the app that I learned Russian from, which was Busuu, Busuu, I believe, is they give a little bit of like culture stuff too, like how nicknames work and all that. Which, God, I know I talk about it a lot. I think I just failed to retain it because I didn't repetitively consume it. And plus, with my memory issues, it's a little bit harder for me to remember things, but I think it's a good practice, too. And I guess it's less punishing, because you can just learn it again. Like anything you learn, failure is a good thing because you learn from it. But yeah, Volka, I'll definitely let you know when I start learning again, and kind of reflect from there when I get the chance. Because with my language learning, I've been able to, like, the thing that sticks with me oddly is the alphabet. Like, I learned the Japanese alphabets, hiragana, katakana, and kanji. I know how to read most of the symbols still, and I know the purpose for them. Because katakana is for non-Japanese oriented words and sound effects, as hiragana is for Japanese oriented words. I suppose the only advice I can give, is to learn the vocabulary. The other rules fall into place on top of that. For instance, it's not hard for Russian speakers to understand foreign speech based on simple words, even with regard of case endings and similar nuances. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that, actually, since I'm able to do that. I will literally take anything. Alright, this is turning out very good so far. I love Chris on the other side just fidgeting eternally. Yeah. But I just want to show him off. He's just there for the company. He's just really... because he only talks when I do. Because I speak for him. I've had people compare him like to cats when they make biscuits. And one of my mutuals called him a cat boy for that. And Inky actually gave me the idea to put a cat ear toggle on him, which might be an endeavor for another time. But it's definitely something I want to do. Catboy Chris real. Yeah, you would want Catboy Chris. I know what you are. I am actually kind of happy this person Because in their rules for their characters, they didn't want them being drawn with like typical furry characters, like anthro characters, because like kind of like me, like I don't identify as a furry, but definitely would like to have anthro characters and not have them be called furries. Even though I still call them furries for the shits and giggles. But because that means I can, as sad as it is to not draw the big bean paws, I'd like to respect the artist's wishes. Alright, art's turning out good so far. I love the skull on the character's shoulder. I know, it's so cool looking. Especially the, like, fiery kind of texture it has. Kind of reminds me of, one of your Mutuals characters, the one with the gold etched into him. Yeah, because I know it's based off of Japanese tradition to fuse broken things with gold as a symbolism for something. Like there's beauty in its cracks, and it's also kind of a symbolism for, like, despite your flaws, you're still beautiful or something. Something like that, yeah. I know it has something to do with despite imperfections, it's still pretty. That's all I remember. Kintsugi, I remember correctly. Okay, yeah, okay, that's what it's called. Me when I don't retain anything, but I'm like, ah, yes, that. I mean, I got a whole bunch of stuff going on with me that makes it hard for me to retain stuff, and like I know things, but then I can't like put it into words. That's the joys of being me. Alright, now I just gotta draw the bags on the hip. Not flip-flop the camera. Maybe, you know what, maybe that'll be my endeavor for my weekend. Because as much as I love listening to Terraria and Minecraft, I would like to listen to my music too. And I'm sure every people in chat would like to listen to stuff other than Terraria and Minecraft too. Because I'm just struggling to figure out. Ugh. Oof. Streamlabs. Alright, this should be good to do line art now. God, if I finish this one early, I might have to like start another one. Because I do have a commission to do, but I forgot to put down in the sheet you fill out on VGen, I forgot to add, like, if I were to stream this, would you be okay with it, kind of deal. Because I would like to do streams like oh, I'm doing a commission, like kind of just be able to specify what I'm doing. And it's just courtesy. Like, even though I don't think the person that specifically did would mind, I still don't want to do that out of respect. I just don't want to assume things. Wait, I'm just sketching over it again. I'm not even using my line brush. Because when I do commissions, I do like a cleaner sketch. And I guess I am unintentionally practicing something, doing an art fight attack. Because I want my like line art to be perfect most of the time, which is why I do have a dirty sketch and then I have a clean one. On average, how long does it take you to draw? I've been able to get these art fight attacks out within the 3.5 hours that it takes me to, or the 3.5 hours I do streaming. So like three to 4 hours. And plus it kind of depends on the complexity and how I feel. Like, what I do in the stream is mostly like simple rendering. Pretty fast. Yeah, it is pretty fast. I think the reason why it takes me longer at times to do commission work is, or I think the only time when it takes longer is because I have a question for the client and I'm just waiting for them to get back to me, or I'm just working on other things on top of that. Like, oh, I need to get the sketch for this done for the day. Oh, I need to do the line art for this today. Like, I try to break down my routine as much as possible so I can get many things done within the day. And I do the same thing with my commissions when I do get them. And also, I just don't want to burn myself out. But what about procrastination? I've been, you know what, that is actually still a bad thing that I do. But I have been getting better at it. And I think my medications are helping with it. Like, because I feel like I either feel tired or like just feel off all the time. But my medications definitely have been helping get those feelings out of me that make it hard for me to or there's a word for it actually. Was it like executive dysfunction? I think there's like a difference between what I'm thinking about and executive dysfunction. I could be wrong. Because what I'm thinking about is you want to do a task, but you like physically cannot move yourself to like even start it. Because I experienced that, and I also experienced the thing of, oh, I can't do this until I get this thing done. And that one's a really bad one for me. Another issue I have is I like picking up new projects and dropping the one that I'm working on and never touching it again. I am trying to do that one significantly less. I got it. Something like that happened during a depressive episode. Yeah. Like, yeah, I am considered depressed. And one of my medications helps me with that aspect of my depression specifically. Which has been amazing because I actually feel productive in my day and it makes me feel a lot better about myself. Thank you for the follow, Goals Tie Live. Hopefully I said that correctly. I may be right, I may be wrong. but again, thank you. Thank you and welcome in. Yo, what's good, Crow? Close enough, fool. Yeah, close enough. That's another issue with me. I struggled to enunciate my words and all that. Or enunciate, like break down words or whatever it's called, big words. But yeah, welcome in. Nothing much is going on with me. I am working through a loss right now. I mean, I'm doing fine at the moment. I'm just a little mopey, but I'm fine. I'm doing what I do when I don't feel well, and that's drawing. I considered not live streaming today, but when I went to bed, I'm like, we'll see how I feel in the morning, because I do like being here, vibing and talking to people. Oh no, still sorry that happened, dude. Yeah. Like it was really difficult to hear, but I got my cry out. One of my friends talked to me and kind of supported me through relating to my circumstance, and Damon was there as like general support too. But because my mod is also my partner, and he takes very good care of me. Nods. Yeah. Also, here's... Yeah, I think you've already seen the zoomed out thing right here. Of the guy that I'm doing. I'm really liking it so far. And working on the skull has been kind of fun. And also in the corner of my stream, it's that PNG tuber that I made a bit ago. And posted on Twitter. Yeah, I made it as an example because I'm planning on offering commissions to do like VTuber. Yes, I do consider doing VTuber models in the future. I just feel like I need to get a little bit more experience before, and not just experience, just more the pricing too. But I'm more meaning I'm offering to do PNG tubers. The one that I'm using right now for my avatar. The one that I have in the other corner, which is my OC. And I made that one through PNG Tuber Plus. and also one that just, it's called a GIF tuber, where it only moves as a GIF. Like, the parts don't move individually, like in PNG Tuber Plus, or in the way that I do. Like, the blink animations are a bit more detailed, and maybe they're like doing a motion or something, or like they're a little extra. But yeah, I just gotta make my GIF tuber, and then I will be making those listings public. And I'm doing a little thing where I am offering them at half price to start, so I can get a few commission examples in. Because it's just a good idea. Hydrate or dehydrate, I can sure do that. Might need to get more water at some point. Have what's left in here. Refill time. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. My water bottle is being taken away from me, so I can go fill it up. Or so he can go fill it up. I love knowing who I am based on how much I stutter. It's so fun. Yeah, I chose this character simply because I wanted to do a masculine character again, since I've been doing a lot of feminine characters. Try to like balance out the evils. the two evils. But also it's a fur, and well, I think the person who owns this character would prefer this character to just be referred as an anthro character. But yeah, I'm trying to draw more furry anthro characters for Artfight this year. And this is one of them. Thank you, good Damon, for refilling my water. And now it's heavy. Because to describe the water bottle I have, like, I think it's like one of those gallon ones, but it's made of stainless steel, so stuff in it stays colder for longer amounts of time. I've put like ice water in this thing, and it stayed pretty darn cold for a while. And it was very cheap too. I don't remember if it was on sale or not, but I got it for a pretty good price. I just need to put more stickers on it. By the way, your Sona looked so edgy for me, but when I hopped to the screen to the stream and heard the voice, I was like, whoa, what a patootie. Thank you. I am a little, my aesthetic is a little grungy, but I have been called on occasion a sweetheart. like my persona looks all mean and whatnot, but I am literally the opposite. Which I think that's for like a lot of people. Not everybody, but a lot of people, where they act the opposite of what they look like. I think the part of my art that takes the longest is the line art. Because despite me having smoothing on, I still have slightly shaky hands. And I just want to get the line perfectly, so I don't have to clean as much later. Even though I do it anyway, every time. I might draw the facial hair on last, since if the color is very distinct. Or distinct, darker than the fur tone. And wouldn't want to do it completely black. Ooh, I actually like that kind of ear tuft going on over there. Might try to do that over here, too. I think that's somewhat the closest I'm gonna get. Might fix the shape on this one too. There we go. Oh, the music's gone all quiet. Oh, it's because it's Living Mice. It's a really quiet song to start with. An oldie but a goodie. I'm very excited to play Cult of the Lamb tomorrow. It's been a while since I played the game. And plus with the viewer Twitch integration stuff, that would be fun. So maybe definitely might need to be held accountable to do this, but actually figure out the integration stuff, like adding the widget to it. There's a Dolly. Hello, Dolly. And she's eating upside down. And by upside down, I mean she's sitting on top of her feeder and leaning to eat from the bowl. When they have all the space they could ever want to sit at front of the bowl and eat it from there. Stretch the body. Okay. Hit that hour mark a bit ago, so it's a good idea. Not get tangled in my wires as I stretch. Another one. And do it the other way. Every redeem is supervised by my mod to make sure that I actually do it. Which again, I need to figure out more redeeming or point redeeming options for the future. I'm going quiet because I'm locking in. It's perfectly fine. Kind of a self-reminder. Diving, so it's okay. Yeah. I kinda need to remember why I do my streaming. I'm not here to perform, I'm here to just vibe. I love that dinosaur dancing emote. Probably one of my favorite ones. This is on my to-do list. Emotes. Like little dancing animated crow or something. Crow as in the bird. Because I have my chatters being symbolized as crows. Which at some point I'm gonna set up a, you know what, maybe that's what I redeem it. I'll get is the TTS. Like, that would be fun. Oh my god, I use that so much. Yeah, because you have, like, all the points in the world. This gosh darn leg. Flip a little shorter. gonna grab a snack. Okay. Cool, cool. the remote. Back with PB&J. Yum yum. Can't relate. I can do peanut butter, but for whatever reason I can't do jelly. I find the jelly very refreshing. Okay. No comment. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I'm really liking how the line art came out, for the most part. Just gonna tune it up a little bit. Add in that beautiful weight.
Alright, it's coloring time. I'm gonna start with the face. Now the pupil. Crows stimming. Ka ka ka. God, I miss hearing actual crows. It's been a while since I've heard one. I just realized this character has a different colored eye for the other one. Were they more common where you were from? Yeah, like, I would go outside and it would probably be one of the first thing I hear. Dang, we just hear bugs and like maybe a blue jay or robin. Yeah, I mean that's what I've noticed. That there's a lot more bugs. I like how ominous this song feels. I like a lot of the ominous music discs that C418 made. For me, I always liked Melody and Stall and Chirp, obviously. I've said multiple times before. Melody. Oh, it's Melohi. Melohi. Ooh. 988. I just remembered a Russian folk band. I will take a screenshot of this and get back to you on the song, because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not, and because I don't have it figured out yet to where different music records for the VOD than what I put on the stream. But I will definitely listen to it when I get done and get back to you on that. I think I made that redeem available because I thought I would be confident by now, and I just forgot to temporarily put it down. But I will definitely check out that specific song and more of their music. One that avoids the banal cliches when drawing on Russian culture, yet isn't overly niche either. I recommend giving one of their tracks a listen if you like to. I again, like I said, I definitely will, because a thing with learning a language is exposure. And I definitely struggled a little bit, like, getting song recommendations, or just finding music. At one point, I considered, well, I did do it. I changed the language of my console so I could play Minecraft in Russian and do a little reading, but also learn words from the items that were in the game, since I was very familiar with the items in there. So, again, a thing that I definitely need to do more this time when I start, when I start learning again, that I need to have moments where I do kind of exposure stuff. Pretty good practicing. Yes, indeed. I have also considered watching children's shows because of the elementary level speech. Kind of like how in America we have Blue's Clues and Bluey and a lot of, well, Bluey's Australian, but it's really popular over here. But yeah, something that I'm able to understand on a level that I'm on. which would probably be equivalent to that age. Oh, this is gonna turn out epic with the way that it's looking so far. Which program do you use for drawings? I use Photoshop, but I am looking to upgrade to Clip Studio at some point, because with YouTube, or not with YouTube, Photoshop, I pay like $22 a month. Like, I don't even own the program. I just pay for it monthly so I can use it. And I would actually, and I think it would be nice to actually own the program. Like, as much as I love Photoshop, I think it's time I move on to something different. But I would rather not sail the seven seas at the moment. It does not feel worth the risk at the moment. I would definitely recommend using like Damon, what do you use? Yeah, I would, in terms of art programs, I would recommend Procreate and Clip Studio, and even Krita. Krita is free, and from what I hear, it's like Photoshop. But I've seen the interface on Krita, and it yeah, I don't like it. But like I'm willing to learn the program so I don't have to pay monthly anymore. Plus, the artist I got my brushes from does mostly Clip Studio brushes, and they look a whole lot like there's a whole lot more variety than what they have in the Photoshop packs. And plus, Photoshop, I guess it's become more artist friendly, but it's more for like editing photos and all that. Like, while I do have advantages, because I definitely want to start learning how to photo bash again for backgrounds, because Photoshop is a photo editing program. Or that was its intended purpose, but then people started using it for art. Uh-oh, I just realized something. He had notches in his ears. That should be an easy fix, I hope. Actually, it is. Photo bashing is so underrated. I have a friend who makes a webcomic in a similar fashion to Homestuck, and she does photo bashing for her backgrounds, and they look phenomenal, like when she does photo bashing for it. It's like, she's a really talented artist, and she also makes music She's insanely talented. Is it available to read? Yes, it is. Let me go grab the link for it really quick. It's called Vestige. Alright. Where is she? Where is it? Yeah, she sent the link multiple times. Oh, you have it? You have the link? Yeah, Damon has the link for it. I don't. I really should. But yeah, that is her webcomic that takes place in a similar, or actually does take in within the same circumstances of Homestuck. But I think if you knew nothing about it, you would still be able to understand what's going on and what it's about. And she makes all the art in it. I think she redid a lot of the panels like a month ago. She does all the music for it, I think, because there are little moments where there's a little video that plays, or there's like a mini game. Typically with the mini games, she has someone help her code it. And she has offered to Damon to do some stuff for her. Or she asked him if he could do some stuff for her, and they're gonna work on that at some point, which is nice. There we go. There, all fixed. Me and my friend, the one I listen your streams with, is a huge Homestuck fan, and the comic looks absolutely amazing. Thanks for the link. Anytime. I'm I'm glad I could spread the word of Vestige, because it is really good, and I've gotten some insider information from her, like her plans with the story and all that, but I'm not gonna spoil any of that. But yeah, I'm also a pretty big Homestuck fan too, or was. I still like to draw trolls on occasion, which I've kind of debated on doing a troll attack. Maybe I should do one the next time I stream Artfight. But I have a very specific way of drawing trolls, which are the aliens from it. Like, everybody has their own headcanons, but mine's, like, very not close to canon at all. Details. Let me pull up a troll sona of mine. I mean, it is unnamed, but it's a gold blood with void rot. Let's see if I can find it. Did I even name it? Is the question. Might be in Doodles. Might have to do some digging. I might have Damon look for it for me, actually, and send it to me on Discord so I can paste it in Photoshop. Because my files are a mess. But if I had to describe what they look like, my trolls have like an extra set of limbs and are bipedal and have little spider-like feet and a tail. And I planned at some point I really need to do this because I started making my own rendition of trolls as a race because they didn't really feel very alien to me. So I am like, I mean, I have the notes on it. I'm not gonna try and dig those up right now, but just give different trolls on the hemo spectrum more like significant, I wouldn't say significant, but like things that they are more likely to appear with and all that. And I will be sure to show that troll Sona when Damon finds it. Because I've sent it in our personal Discord, and it's in there somewhere. I think. I had a thought and then I lost it. You found it? Okay. Damon found it. Open a new file really quick so I can paste it in there. Goodness, that took forever. Alright, and just let me make it bigger. But yeah. This is one of my troll sonas. The stitches are just they're accessories, if anything. Whoa, interesting. Yeah. So with gold bloods, there's the double horns and the twin tails. The four arms is not a gold exclusive thing, it's a race-wide thing. And then they all got these spider legs. And the tail and the ears get longer the higher they are on the HEMA spectrum. And if I zoom in on the face, goodness, that's very low quality. Two sets of eyes, I think probably because of the gold blood in them, but it's got that lines in his face, as if like it will turn into like a larger mouth, essentially. But yeah, I have a very different vision of trolls in my style. And like I'm just I mean, I think I might draw them how they normally are, just for the sake of not messing with people. So detailed. Thank you. I am very... I like details. It's hard for me to stick with simple designs. Like, I think my Sona and my OC in the corner, Kristoff, is like the simplest I can really get. Like, there's still, like, a lot going on, but it's, yeah, much more tamer. And recently, I commissioned this person for a $1 Minecraft skin, since they were wanting to expand their portfolio, and I had them do my Sona because I wanted a skin of my Sona, but I just didn't know how to simplify it down to, like, essentially pixel art. But it turned out really good, and I'm really happy about it. One of my biggest weaknesses is simplifying things. Because I always have this thought of, I could add more to this, and I can never shake it, ever. And when my characters are not so busy looking, that's because it's the occasion of, I don't know what to add on to them. And honestly, it's for the best when that happens. But even then, I don't really change my characters that often. They stay pretty consistent. If anything, like small changes, and that's just about it. Everything brilliant is simple. You're really good in shapes, as I noticed. I take great pride in, because I, like, for forever, I have fixated on, shape language. And, like, making, like, taking advantage of it. But I've also studied a lot of character design. So, God, it's like, this is a good example of one of the things that I know a lot about, but I cannot, like, explain a whole lot. It's more of you observe. It's more you observe what I do. Character design is a passion of mine, and one of my proudest feats as well is how I do expressions, because that is something that a lot of people have commented on over the years, and I've, like, honed in on it a lot. Because for an advanced class I took in art, I did a study on micro expressions, which is a, like, fraction of a second moment where the face expresses, like, a true involuntary emotion of how it's feeling. Like, while it isn't reliant, it's still mostly universal. So I studied the micro expressions so I could portray it in the expressions I do on characters. Because you don't notice it, but you do read micro expressions all the time. Like, they're a constant thing. And because we naturally pick up on body language. And the body sometimes reacts in certain ways when it's feeling a certain way. Kind of like when we cramp up, we like tense up and all that. It's a similar deal with micro expressions. And I got overall in that advanced placement class a 3 out of 4, which is a near perfect score. Because I built a pretty good portfolio. I don't know what the 1 point was off for, but still, I'll take a 3 out of 4. Hello, Melody. Welcome to the stream. Just doing another Artfight attack. Which I might just be doing that a lot, or until the event's over. But tomorrow, again, I'm gonna be doing a Cult of the Lamb stream. Kind of a small break from what we typically do. Just play some video games. And with the and I know I've said it once and I'll say it again, the Twitch integration will make it a little funner. And I'm really looking forward to it. Also, stylistically, I've always been attracted to very stylized art styles. So, like, small things that I like, I try to put into my own work. I've tried to interpret a bit more of what's in the panty and stocking art style into it. Like, with some characters, I make the limbs, like, exaggerative sizes. It's definitely more of a personality and how they're built kind of feature, and not like a consistent, I do it with everybody kind of thing. What inspires you? Any specific projects or perhaps other artists? I grew up watching a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoons, or just like cartoons that were on the Boomerang channel, like Scooby-Doo and the Flintstones and all that. And as I got older, I watched anime and was on DeviantArt a lot. One artist that I looked up to on DeviantArt, I think they're only really active on Toy House, which is a site where people store their characters. They were a big inspiration for me. They have kind of a stylized anime-ish kind of look, but it's gotten very much more stylized over the years. Like, I wouldn't even call it anime anymore. What's the name of those cartoons? Or it was the guy who made The Secrets of Nymph. I think it was Don Bluth. Yep, Don Bluth. I am a big fan of his movies. because it's got that like Disney kind of look to it, and but there's darker themes to it, and like the best example that I would say out of his work that influenced me the most was The Secrets of Nymph. And I have had a mutual of mine describe my art as if Disney mixed with anime in a way, which I find as a compliment, because I don't really have a like thing for my art style or really a category for it. I just take a bunch of things that I like and put into it. But I bet it's not hard to not see the anime influence in my style. And what inspires me to draw, like instead of the people that inspired me to draw, it was a coping mechanism for me, because as a kid I had a hard time expressing my feelings, and even now I still do. So it was a good outlet and coping mechanism for me that also just became a hobby. And besides it being a hobby and a coping mechanism, I've always just been allured to drawing. And the reason why I liked the TV shows and cartoons that I liked were the storytelling and how the characters looked. And that's why I specialize in character stuff. I think your style is perfect for animation, like in cartoons. Yeah, I have I have animation books that talk about animation. I just haven't found the perfect animation program yet. I do have one. I don't remember what it's called, but I have it downloaded on my computer. I'm just gonna close the window for a moment and see if it's on my desktop. Nope, there's too many other tabs for me to flip through. But there is an animation program that I'm gonna give a try at and see if it works. Because with the PNG tuber and working in Live 2D Cubism, I am essentially applying animation to the models that I make. And the banner, or not the banner, but like the picture of my intro post on my social medias, and when I start the stream, I made that in Live 2D Cubism. Like, it isn't just for making VTuber models, you can also make animations in it. But I would like to test my hand at frame-by-frame animation. And that's essentially what, like, the GIF tubers will be. Despite it only probably being the mouth moving and just the smallest amount of body movement. I just haven't had the tools over the years to really do animation, and now I do. And I am picking up so many things at once. So it'll be an eventual endeavor that I will be doing. And I'll tell you, my first VTuber model, my first couple ones that I made, like I could not describe how big the smile on my face was just seeing my work move. It is very rewarding, and very, like, oh my goodness. Just seeing my work move and be alive. It's a cartoon artist's dream, honestly. Yeah. And the second VTuber that I made was for a friend, and she really commented on the fact of how professional it looked. And she asked if I do animation or have considered doing animation. And I told her the same thing. I have the books, I have studied it a lot, I just haven't been able to find a way to do it. Except through live 2D with making the models. While it is very painstakingly, like you need a lot of patience to do animation, but oh my goodness, is it so worth it in the end. It's one of those high risk, high reward kind of deals. And I think the only risk you really have is your sanity. And right now, I am making a model for myself and another model for the same person. Because she... thanks for the posture check. She came out to me as trans recently, and she's like, could you make changes to my model to make me look more feminine? And then I'm just like, you are my friend, I care about you a lot, this is a big deal, and the changes that I would make would like, I wouldn't know how to do it without remaking the whole model, and I was very willing to do it because, again, they are my friend and I care about her and I want to do something special for her. So, I'm still really proud of the first model I made for her. It was just like what she wanted me to do, I couldn't really do. And I'm very happy that she is allowing me to remake it. And it's turning out pretty good so far. As for mine, I am rigging it in live 2D right now, and so far I have the eyes rigged, and I'm currently working on the head angles. So soon I won't be using my PNG tuber anymore. I will have my own model. And hopefully by then, I will have the confidence to open up commissions for it. Because one of the things that I get out of doing art too is when I do commissions and someone is really happy with the result they got from me, it makes me really happy. Because, like, wow, I made something that you like, that you asked me to do. It's very rewarding. And, like, despite my high anxiety, I do like working with people, and I do like making people things and making them happy. Which is why I also like doing Artfight, because I get to draw people's characters and I make them really happy. Like the Artfight attack that I did for Bill underscore, I think it was his name. It was that half bot or that headshot I did. Afterwards, I drew a doodle of a full body of it. I did the headshot, and then off stream I did a like half body sketch of the character, because I'm just like, I feel bad doing all these full bodies and half bodies and only doing a headshot for this guy. I will just do a sketch. I got a message from him saying that he was really happy about it, and that I got the body type of his character correct, like exactly how he imagined it, and I'm just like, oh hell yeah, that's awesome. Money probably isn't as rewarding a prize for a drawing as their reaction. I'd say so, yeah. Like, as money is a necessity that I need, like, you know, to be able to afford things, I definitely find the reactions I get from people to be more so better than that. Like, I still try to price my work fairly to what my skill is, or just like how long I work on stuff and all that. But definitely, I would say the people I get to talk to and do work for and all that, and just making their vision of reality or drawing their character, it yeah, makes me very happy. And I look to do it for like full-time, part-time. It don't matter. I hope for like the rest of my days I'm able to do these kinds of projects for people. Another model, another VTuber model that I'm going to make at some point. The artist creator of Vestige, the comic that we sent you guys. We're having an exchange to where she does some graphic design assets for me for my Twitch, and I make a model for her. But I told her that I wouldn't want to do it until I get the 2 models done, because I feel like juggling 3 models at once will really do a number on me. I'm just slowly putting myself in the environment where I'm working on a lot of things at once. And as I'm having control, I am limiting it to at least 2 at a time. Sorry if you hear me hiccup in the back, I drank too fast. I can't even hear you hiccup, but yeah. My headphones are so good, I can't even hear Damon hiccuping on the other side of the room. Like, my relationship and inspirations of art are very complicated and even kind of hard for me to explain. But I can pretty confidently say that it is my passion, for more reasons than one. Or not. As painstakingly frustrating it can be sometimes, I still like doing it. Now it's for the part that I've been looking forward to the most. And it's these arms, or that arm, or just all this. The fiery stuff. I'm gonna start with the horns. And I do have a question. Do you draw at all? Or does your friend draw? Or are you guys just hanging out just to hang out? Just kind of curious. If I hear the question wrong, just hang out in Discord. I listen to your stream while drawing too, and streaming in Discord. Okay, but yeah, that was what I was asking. Was like if you guys draw too. But I feel very very honored to be your guys' background noise and all that. But yeah, this was the purpose of the stream to begin with, just to like hang out and do work together and vibe. I think this is turning out good. The fire. Yes, the fire is so good. Like, I wonder, because I read the description of the character on Artfight, and it said that the character builds weapons made out of like dragon bone and all that. So I don't they never really said like the origin of why the character looks or has this big skull on their shoulder, and why their arm has the same effect as the horns. But it's still a pretty rad design. Oh hell yeah, that looks awesome. think you can get this one mostly, if not all the way done today? Mostly, yeah. I mean, at most, I like get like the lines colored, if not the whole thing colored. Because I think I can do both within the half hour. Like I said before, I think it takes me around 3.5 to 4 hours to do a completed picture like this. So excited. I am very excited too, and I'm very excited for the person to see it too. Because you know the lobster girl that I did, the lobster wolf girl. One of the attacks I did, the in the comment sections of that attack on Artfight, she said she literally screamed when she saw it, like out loud, and I'm just like, whoa, okay. Like in a good way. Like she liked it that much. I scream anytime you draw any of my characters, so I'm not surprised. And you'd think I'd think you would be acclimated to that by now. Because for context, I've known Damon for like almost 10 years. And we met through a DeviantArt. Oh, those were the days. I am still trying to figure out why my table shakes for no reason, because I'm not even like touching my desk and it's like shaking. I think it's Dolly on the table next to it scratching herself. That could be too. Because my desk touches a table and it is very wobbly. So maybe that's why. Yeah. Aside from the like me bouncing and all that. Alright, that's the coloring. Time to do the line coloring, like where I color the line and put a filter over it. Turned out really good. More coloring. Anna. There. Ah. There we go. Cocoa Bean being a lovely kitty. Yeah, those scratches must feel good too. Because she's been a little itchy lately. Gave her some medicine today. Oh, here she comes. Hey, baby. Wanna come sit in the chair? Pretty baby. Come on. I'll leave that for her, so she can think about it. Yeah. Hi, sugar. Ludicrous. A little pet break at the kitty. I should have a pet the cat redeem. Yeah, but it has to be like the closest one, depending on who's here. The guy I attacked was last online 14 minutes ago. Oh, we must have seen it. He got double attacked. He got attacked by me, and then he got attacked by you. Mwahaha. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick. I shall return.
Do I still have that? Yes, I do. Shite. There we go. I have returned. Back to work I go. Bah. Boo. I'm scary. All that. Alright, put the guy back where he belongs. He's right there.
Ah! There, I jump scared y'all again. In case there's like any delay or whatever. Mwahaha. This looks so rad. Yeah, just wait till I like render it. It's gonna look so cool. I accidentally put a line layer in the color layer. Good lord. Nar, yeah, nar indeed. I got it. Easy fix. Alright. And that's the color, that's the flats. Gonna set a background for it. An actual background color. Like, kinda like that. And for the last 8 minutes, I'm gonna make the background for it. Hell yeah. There, that's cool for a background. Yeah. So I'm gonna end stream a couple minutes early. But yeah. Thanks y'all for coming by today. And thanks for drawing along with me. I will see y'all tomorrow for Cult of the Lamb. See you later, bye.